I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring you guys the latest on Married to Medicine. This is part 1 of the reunion, child. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I already see Baby Peaches is in the house. Y'all, Baby Peaches is one of my members. She's one of my members. She supports me in my back room. So if you guys would love to become a member or like to become a member, go ahead and hit the link at the top of the chat. And thank you, Baby Peaches, for coming through. I also want to say hello to Lady D Keys, who is a moderator for today. So welcome, 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 Miss Lady D. She's volunteering her time, child. She does not have to be here, but she is because she loves me. So thank you and welcome, welcome, girl. Who else do we have? We have Miss Ty is in the house. What's up, what's up, what's up? I see Sherry in the house. What's up, what's up, what up? Happy Tuesday. Come on in, y'all. Listen, this was interesting reunion, okay? This was an interesting reunion, child. There's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on with Toya and also with Simone. Toya and Simone are going through some things that has nothing to do with this show or the women on it, in my opinion. But you know, sometimes when you have all that stress, you start blaming everybody. Eugene too, child. Y'all already saw my last my last review. When I tell y'all, people have been coming out of the swamps to yell at me. Oh my goodness, I have never laughed so hard. But people have been raking me through the coals talking about Steve should have paid that $150. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all don't remember that Toya for 2 seasons, maybe more, did not pay a thing? That's how she got here in the first place, because she said, this is y'all event and I don't want to participate in it. You're not getting any of mine or Eugene's hard-earned money. And everybody let her slide. I don't know what y'all are watching, but I'm tickled all the same. Come on in, Annette. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You said Dr. Simone could have said, don't touch me without grabbing her arm. We don't get there. Let's see. You said that's what I'm thinking, Diana. Toya and Simone are going through something. Yes, yes, yes. She bought the liquor. She gave them free liquor. Free liquor, the shit she was not going to drink. She had cases upon cases that she had to taste test so that she could write and talk about in this whatever partnership she had with the wine company. That wasn't even liquor she bought for real. She didn't even buy it, for Pete's sake. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in. Okay, y'all know what to do. Hit the like button, share the video, all the things, all the things. Also, take the poll at the top of the chat. I need to know who wears the crown. Is it Simone or Jackie? Whoever gets the most votes will wear the crown. Whoever gets the least votes will become the clown by default. Okay? You said you don't want to fight. Oh, you don't want to have to fight me behind Toya. Oh my goodness. Child, I'm not ready. I ain't gonna lie. So don't fight me. Don't fight me. Yes, come in peace. Come in peace. Look, Mary Willis. Mary, listen, girlfriend. I responded to a comment you made yesterday, but it was not because I was trying to go after you. Just so you know, I welcome different opinions. And then when I feel like people, if it starts getting a little crazy, I'll just delete the thread, because y'all know people start tagging onto that shit. And the next thing you know, I'll be in somebody's back room as a topic of conversation, like I was last night. I don't know what happened last night, but baby, when I woke up, there was a whole bunch of people who unfollowed me and gave me the business. I'm assuming there were people who were upset about my review of something, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all are here because we are family. I don't care. I did not block you. You come back over here. You have your fun. Okay. We're not going to do any of that ignorant ignorant stuff that be happening on other people's channels. You come over here because you want to hang out. This is a cookout. This is a cookout. You know what I'm saying? Who got the nana pudding is what I want to know. Who got the nana pudding is what I want to know. Okay. Now, since you're blowing kisses, Chicky, just in case you are interested, let me tell y'all, I am wearing this, the lip bar. The lippy I am wearing is the lip bar, and I have been rocking this for a couple of days, child. I've been doing it very different every once in a while. But this one is called Prima Donna. It's a beautiful purple. Violet, like, you know what I'm saying? It's super pretty. And then in the center, because I have two colors on, I'm wearing a color called Playmate. So if you are interested, there is either a shopping icon on the front of your phone right on the screen, and it'll pop up every once in a while and say, buy me. Go ahead and buy it, okay? Or if you are on your computer, you can also scroll down and you'll see a link for it, okay? So come on in, come on in. You know what I'm saying? Hook a sister up. Come on in. Who I see Belicious in the house. What's up, Belicious? Who else? Who else do we have? You said you're Team Jackie. All right. Listen, okay, let's get to it. We're gonna start off first, if y'all do not mind, with the dresses that the ladies had on. We gonna vote for them, okay? Let's vote on these dresses. You said you got some sweet potato pies. Thank God. I was wondering. Sweet potato is my favorite, not pumpkin. I don't like the pumpkin pie. All right, y'all, let's get these dresses up. Let's vote on them, okay? We're going to start with Jackie first. On a scale of 1 to 10, baby, let me take my name down because we're going to do the vote. On a scale of 1 to 10, now I had to go find some extra angles for Jackie's dress because I was like, baby, I wanted to make sure that I took all of what Jackie had going on in. But I actually thought that this dress was stunning with this doggone, I don't even know what type of fur that is, but some sort of, fake fur. It was still cute. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your votes? Okay, it's getting a solid 10 for me. Y'all know Jackie still works out. She looks great. Got a little muscle tone in the arm and in the leg, but I definitely appreciated this angle more than when we saw her sitting on the couch. She looked stunning. Okay, all right. She's getting a lot of high numbers. Jackie's winning. You said you're bringing the potato salad, keeping it light. I understand, baby. Bring it in, put it on the picnic table. You said Jackie is not Simone's friend. All right, damn. 9. Okay, everybody's loving Jackie's dress. Everybody's loving Jackie's dress. Jackie's dress is tea. Jackie's dress is tea. Y'all ain't lying. I said the same thing. I said, damn, I had no idea. Jackie is looking very good, okay? Thank you. My question, your answer. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get to the next one. Let's see what y'all think about this next dress. I guess they were dressing for like a Valentine's Day theme since we are, I think maybe they taped or filmed around February or Valentine's Day. Let's talk Simone. What's y'all feelings on Miss Simone's dress? Scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to give Simone a 6. I think it like a 6, 7. For whatever reason, I feel like this dress ages her a little bit. Like Jackie was like stunning, like sexy, good looking 61. But I feel like Simone looked like she's older than Jackie. All right, let me see, child. Is this for Simone? We got a 4 in the house, a 7, a 6, a 8. You said very conservative, an 8, a 6. Okay, y'all are still saying that her dress is tea. A lot of you do like her dress. Simone wins tea. She gets a T. Good for Simone. I'm happy to see it. Okay, people like Simone's dress. Let's get to the next one, child. I thought that Simone looked good. I actually did like her makeup. Whoever did her makeup, I thought her makeup was really pretty. The blush and how she her eye makeup was very conservative, but it looked amazing on her. I thought she looked fantastic. Okay, let's see who else. Who's next? Toya. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving Miss Toya Harris in the house, okay? Y'all can see it. Toya is showing off the curves. She got a deep V, letting people see the bosom, okay? Hey, Erica, child, what you got? What you bring, baby? You said a 4. Damn. Okay, child. A 4. We got a 20. Look, Ty said we're going to make up for them damn 4s. A 4, a 9, a 9. Okay. Look, Toya's winning too. Look, maybe everybody gonna win, child. A 7, a 6. I'm giving Toya a 7 as well. Toya gets a 7 from me. You said a 5 because she's not your fave. Okay, so you're not. I understand. Okay, look, Toya's still winning. I'm sorry. Toya's T. Toya gets T for her dress, for her look. Okay. Even though there was a few 4s, baby, there was a whole bunch of people that saying that's still a high score for y'all. An 8. Somebody said, watch yourself. Okay, Toya gets a 7 from me, so she's still good. Anything that's below a 7, if you get a 6 down, you're not going to be doing well. Okay, let's see who else we got up. Ooh, Contessa. What do you have on Contessa's dress? What y'all give it? I was actually shocked to see Contessa dressed in with this right here. I don't know. It was giving Mae West. That's who I like to go to when I see them old school dresses. This is very Mae West style to me. Maybe it's just not showing up properly, but I'm giving this one a 5. I think that she could have done better. Her hair, everything. She just looked like she was like at a debutante. Like, this is the reunion. You're supposed to bring it. I don't know. Her makeup, her clothing, all of it. It's a 6. It's a 6. I see 7, 6, 5, 7, a -5. Damn. You said, what the hell? A 4.2. All right, an 8. All right. I think this might be the first 6 that we got. If I'm gonna rank them out, I think that she's ranking like a 6, maybe like a 6.5, but still a 6. Still a 6. So she's gonna get the what the hell, okay? We gotta squint a little bit. What the fuck is she got on? Okay. Y'all know how we do when we looking at people. That's not a good look. Anyway, I'm giving her a 6 because I know she could have done better. And y'all apparently feel the same way. Too old school, especially since she's been dressing all season long. She has been overdressing. I'm not sure why she put this mess on, but it's not cute. Not cute, Contessa. All right, who we got next? Hold on. Heavenly. What do y'all give Heavenly, baby? Now, Heavenly's wig and makeup was spectacular. Okay. I am going to say that her wig and makeup was spectacular. You said it's giving Gone with the Wind curtains. That's for Contessa. Oh my goodness. A 5. Damn. All right, Contessa, nobody liked that. Okay. Even though you're a cute woman, you got a lot of stuff going on, baby, but that dress wasn't it. So look, for Contessa, we got a 5, an 8, a 2, a 6, a 4. People do not like Dr. Heavenly's dress at all. You was not ready for Contessa's jelly cheeks. You ain't lying. Okay. You said given last year, given sweet tea. Okay, well, looks like she gets a what the hell too, child. What is this? What was you thinking coming to the reunion dressed like this? Damn it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Looks like a stuffed bagel. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right. Who's next? Let's see. Who else we got up here? Take this down. All right. Miss Quad. Miss Quad. What do y'all give Miss Quad, baby? Quad gets a 10 from me. Quad is probably her and Dr. Jackie right now. They tops for me. Okay. All right. Let me see. We get a 10, another 10, another 10. All right. Quad is winning, baby. Quad is T. T for quad. Love it. All right, let's see who's next, child. We almost done. We almost done with the votes. Brandy, what you got on Brandy, damn it? What y'all got on Brandy? You said a 10, but 2-point deduction for that flip over. You're talking about quad. I agree. That damn wig was not it for the dress, but everything else was spectacular. Now, what do y'all have on Brandy? A 0 for Brandy? Oh my goodness. Bliss said a 19, a 5, an 8, an 8. All right, Brandy's coming through. A lot of people like Brandy's dress. So Brandy's T. I'm going to give Brandy a good, I think Brandy is a good 8. I like Brandy's dress. I think she looked really pretty. I liked her hair. The gloves gave a little, little something extra for show. Cute, Brandy. Brandy's T. Brandy's T. Who else we got? Angel. Oh, come on through. Let's bring Angel. Let's get Angel back up here. What y'all give Miss Angel? You said lose the gloves. A 4 for Brandy. Okay. Who y'all give Miss Angel? I'm going to give Angel, I'm going to give her an 8. Angel's waves was very cute. There's not a lot that Angel can do wrong. She is a very pretty girl. Aesthetically, physically, she's a beautiful woman. So I don't think that there's anything wrong here. I like that she took, didn't give us a whole lot of cleavage, because y'all know Angel is busty. So what she has going on here, I thought was absolutely spectacular. 9. You said that she got the legs and the hips. Yes. Oh, Angel gets a boo. A boo. Yeah. So I'm going to say that Angel is T. T for Angel. Okay. Let's see who else we got. Is this my last person? Mimi. What y'all got on Mimi? This dress didn't look that great on the couch either, but I liked it when she stood up. Mimi is very cute. I like that she did the bob and slicked it back. I liked her makeup. I liked it. I'm giving Mimi a solid 8. I did. Let's see. 5, you said you could not see her dress because of her forehead. A 7, a 2, a 6, a 9, an 8. Hail to the no. 4, a 7, a 7. Okay, she might just be at a 6. Okay, if I'm averaging it out, maybe if not a 6, like a 6.5. But either way, it looks like she gets a what the hell. Okay, a what the hell for Mimi. I do like Mimi's dress though. I thought she was cute. But everybody else is bringing her down, like a 7 and a 3. You said it didn't photo well, but that she looked good. I agree. I said the same thing. I don't think it photographed well, but I thought she looked amazing. But anyway, those were the dresses. I just want to see what y'all thought of them before we get into this reunion review. So let's get it, child. Thank y'all for having a little fun before we got started. All right. Okay. Now y'all know I say this before all of my reviews because I gotta save myself. Different creators have different opinions, different perspectives. This one's mine. So let's get into it. It starts off with Andy Cohen. Y'all know Andy Cohen wanted to bring the thunder like he usually does, and he did not waste time. He knew that the energy with them girls was off, right? He knew that things were crazy between them, but he said, I don't give a damn. Let's get it popping. And he looks over at Toya, who is sitting first chair. Her and Quad are sitting first chair. And I don't think Toya always sits first chair. I think it's always Jackie. And I don't think that to be the case for Quad either. So for both of them to be sitting first chair and bumping Jackie to the second seat, that was a big deal. But anyway, he asked Toya, knowing damn well she's sensitive about that house. He said, it's been about 6 months since the reunion or whatever he said. 6 weeks maybe. I think he said it's been about 6 weeks or 6 months since they stopped filming. 6 months since we stopped filming. Are you still, the viewers want to know if you're still living in that house. Baby, the viewers didn't write that shit. That was you. Andy, that was you. Anyway, he said, the viewers want to know if you're still in the house. And she looked at him crazy. Quad said, oh, shade. Okay, so now they're all giggling because they know that, Toya's getting them big bucks. Andy's going to start with Toya. Toya said, why wouldn't I be? He said, okay. She said, I pay for every one of my houses. Andy said, I wasn't asking whether or not you paid for them. I wasn't asking about who paid for them. I was asking, if you were still in the house, because you know how you are, Toya. And then he said, since I can't give it to you the way I want to, I'm going to go over and ask my good friend Heavenly. Heavenly, do you think that that's Toya's forever home? And she said, hell no, Toya's going to get rid of that and get herself a cute little condo somewhere by herself. Okay? Which Toya swallows hard. You can already tell Toya's in her feelings. And this is what I meant when I said Toya's going through something, because I really wanted Toya to laugh it off or roll her eyes or bitch please, something. But because she just paused and didn't say anything, I was like, oh man, I hate to see it when the girls get the reality part mixed up with the TV part. You know what I'm saying? Give us a show, baby. Don't let these people get a hold of you like that. But yeah, Andy said, excuse me, by herself. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody got to run it, including Quad, who's like, what do you mean by herself? You mean with her husband, right? So they're both playing, they're over there playing good cop, bad cop. Because y'all know Quad don't give a damn if she's with Dyana or not. But she's sitting there trying to play good cop, get bad cop with Heavenly. Anyway, Quad ends up saying, Toya ends up saying that she don't give a damn what those people across the couch says or anybody who's submitting those questions to you, Andy. Y'all don't know my real life. Y'all don't know what's going on in my house. Okay, so go ahead and screw y'all. Period. And then she said something like, we don't argue all the time. We don't fuss and fight all the time. It is what it is. Anyway. After that, Toya said something like they need to keep their mouths. Everybody over here need to stop talking about people's marriages. Y'all need to stop discussing people's marriages. I'm so sick and tired of it. And Quad said, well, bitch, if we're going to stop talking about marriages, you first. Okay, you first, because you seem to forget. You love to bring the thunder. And this is true. This is how I know something's wrong with Toya. Toya, your first fight on this show was with Mariah because you were talking about the man or that Mariah's child didn't have the same father and that as the brother, and that she had an affair, her husband had an affair. You were the one who started those conversations off. You were feeling real secure in your relationship with Eugene at the time, but you did start it off that way. And we remember Mariah trying to drown your ass in that pool. And since season 1, you have been real steady on talking about people's marriages, including this season. So Jackie pipes in and said, baby, you do talk about people's marriages. You just put your mouth on mine the other day. And she was like, Jackie, I never say anything first. I only say something when something is already said, it's already out there, or whatever the case. And even then, you have literally sprayed everybody on this show this season. You sprayed Curtis, saying that he probably still has his hands on other women, not just on the show like you, but other places, right? Like maybe in Colombia, where the tuition is legal. Y'all know tuition is legal over there, prostitution. And she said that he's always doing things over there. She implied that Steve was gay. All the boys like Steve. You did that in an interview, and that was before the reunion. That was before the reunion even filmed. Who else did you talk about? You said something about Dr. Damon doesn't love Heavenly. That's a loveless marriage. You also talked about him not being the best father. Like, oh, where's the rest of your children? And I know you get blah, blah, blah. You talk about people all the time. You said that, who did you call a paid actor? Oh, you called Heavenly's brother this season a paid actor, bitch. Where did this man come? Where did this man come from? You called King a paid actor. You at first you made it seem like everything was good between Quad and King, like he was on their side, and then you called him a paid actor recently. What else? What else? And you brought the thunder to Angel and whatever that fake ass relationship was. I won't call it fake. Whatever that relationship was with that Angel had. You said don't trip. I'm just bringing up that Toya, if y'all love Toya, please pray for her healing, because Toya, she flips in the same sentence. She will flip on you like she's about to in this one. I'm about to tell you where this girl flips. So she said she's tired of everybody's bullshit, how everybody is coming for her, including Mimi. Bitch, for you to come into my house and tell me that my marriage is cringy, I have a problem with that. There's no reason for you to have been gossiping about me and mine, right? So she's telling Mimi all this stuff, and Mimi is like, I did not do that, Toya. You asked me for my advice, and I told you, to use your feminine side, to be a little softer and something like that. She was like, no, you didn't. You was gossiping and blah, blah. She said, Toya, you literally said, you guys are a bunch of bitches and whatever, blah, 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 right? So she's telling her what she said. Toya can't remember a thing because Toya's out of it. Either Toya is, like I said before, she has a lot of stress on her. And so, and with her marriage, with her home life, she has a lot of stress. So she might be forgetting the stuff that she says. That's possible. Or she need to put that drink down, because drinking the way it appears Toya drinks, I can't say for sure, but if she is drinking like that, that also, it kills your brain cells. So you got to be careful, okay? Everybody need to be careful when you're drinking like that. But after telling Mimi, how fucking dare you call my marriage cringy, after that, in the very next breath, she says to Quad, what's really going on with you and King? Because one minute, the two of you were all lovey-dovey, and then the next minute, the two of you were real cringy. Cringy. Now, bitch, if you found it disrespectful for Mimi to call your relationship cringy, why did those words just fall off the tongue with Quad, who was literally, you just thanked her for being one of the people who went into your closet and tried to calm you down and speak life into you after you flipped out at that pool party. That was wild to me. That was wild to me. I was like, well, girl, did you do that on purpose or no? Like, why would you do that to her? Why would you do that to her? Because Quad did appear to be on your side in this reunion. She wasn't like, throwing daggers at you or nothing. There was something wrong there. Anyway, Andy asked Toya, girl, when you watched it back and you saw how you were with Dr. Eugene, cussing him out, basically questioning his manhood, be a man of his house and lead, and all the other garbage you were saying to him, how did that make you feel watching that back? And she literally chokes up and says that, it really was hard for her, that she was spiraling, and how, get this, I was spiraling. I can't believe that I said it. I was not proud of myself. She didn't say anything about apologizing to Eugene at all. She didn't apologize to the guests that were there, because she should have. I apologized to y'all because that had to have been uncomfortable for you too. No, what she said is, I hate that happened in front of people that don't care about my family. That was the first thing she said. And then the dumbass thing she said next was, I wish that the people on this stage, the cast, would learn how to pull me aside and say things to me like, Toya, you're going too far. Just give me a gentle touch. Just be softer with me. There's no way that anybody who watches this show can say that cast members, past and present, haven't said that to Toya season after season. Even the ones she don't get along with have pulled her aside and said, baby, I know you don't like me. I know you don't fuck with me, but the things that you are saying about your husband are going to live forever on this TV show. And it is going to come back to haunt you eventually. So be softer. Stop saying those things. They are going to come back. They are going to fuck up your marriage. And that's on period. I know I've heard it, and none of y'all can tell me that you haven't. I know that y'all love this show too. So y'all have heard this. Y'all have heard these people tell her this since season 1. And Toya still hasn't figured it out until this day, when she sat her ass on that stage and made that comment, and everybody said, girl, but we did do that. To blame everybody else for her problem was whack. And then Dr. Contessa piping in, talking about, I wish that we would have had the wherewithal to just have said, let's leave. Even if you would have left, it still would have been a bad look for her. Y'all stayed because you were her friend and you were trying to make what was very abnormal normal. Girl, bye. Anything. Anyway, let's see. Something has to be sacrificed for a storyline. Listen, sitting first chair and making the money that Toya makes, I am certain that a lot goes into the things, which is why I'm saying right now, she's in a loop-de-loop. Okay. I don't know how to say it other than that. She's cuckoo cuckoo. And by that, I mean that the girl is like, she doesn't know what's going on in her real life because she's confusing some of the show shit, the show business piece of it with the real life piece of it. And she might have to go to counseling or take a break. I think she said she was in counseling. Take a break from the show. Y'all got a lot of money. Y'all got a lot of money. But if she doesn't remember those kind of things that people have said to her, please stop doing that. She gone. And what's going to happen next is that she's going to keep blaming everybody and become this perpetual victim. And none of us need it. We watch the show for our entertainment, not to watch someone go into cuckoo cuckoo land. Get off the show. Okay. Anyway, after everybody tells a girl, we all have helped you, child. Toya ends up saying something like, she doesn't have any cheating issues and all of that stuff. Everybody else be pretending to have these perfect marriages, but y'all don't. And nobody in my relationship has ever cheated. Okay, congrats. That doesn't mean anything. When y'all get tired enough of each other, you will fuck around on each other too, because that's just how it works. It's worked like that since the beginning of time. Either you figure out how to be a better person to your husband and stop making him sacrifice all of himself for you, because what's going on with you is a mental break. What's going on with him is a mental break. And what's going to come next is a physical break. Because what happens is people have heart attacks and strokes and all kinds of shit because they feel this pressure to heal another person. You can't do it that way. You have to be willing to do the work. Oh, I say cuckoo cuckoo all the time. That's my favorite thing to say is cuckoo cuckoo. Okay, let's talk about Toya and Heavenly. So Andy asked Toya how she feels about Heavenly bringing up Dr. Eugene's junk, okay? Every single time, bringing it up in the text messages, talking about his junk is small and all that other stuff. And Toya says she brings it up so much that she thinks she must want to suck it, okay? Now that was dirty. That was nasty, baby. But she said, yeah, she must want to suck it because she brings it up more than me. Well, girl, again, this is all the heartbreaking shit you brought up. This is the stuff that Eugene is trying to live down, not just on the TV show, but I'm sure in his professional life as well. If you went to Dr. Eugene as a patient, you might actually think about, is it small? Toya said you don't get that big. That's the type of stuff that you might think about. So, girl, zip your lips and you'll be better off. Anyway, she then implies that Damon might be lacking. Okay, if anybody's lacking, it's definitely Damon. And Heavenly said, bitch, my man is from Barbados. Okay. Now, I don't know what's going on over there in Barbados, but apparently all the Barbados men are, gifted down there. Heavenly said that her man is from Barbados and there is no lacking back there. Okay. Or in the front, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, they end up talking about the Med Gala. And all the ladies compliment Toya and said that she did an amazing job. It was beautiful, spectacular. They have no complaints, right? Whew, thank God. Anyway, Toya does say that she was completely overwhelmed by it. They didn't really talk about it a whole lot, but she said she was overwhelmed by it, and that 24 to 48 hours before the event, that's when everybody on the cast started sending her text messages and asking her things and maybe trying to give her advice. And she said that it was just too little, too damn late. But she said that she knew she was going to pull it off because she don't lose. Okay. When it comes to this party planning and that type of stuff, she says she don't lose. And that's just what it is. Okay. So don't come giving me 100 messages the day before. Cool. Now, like I said before, Toya has never contributed financially to any of the previous Med Galas, which is why she was put in that chair position for this season. But I do want to say this, for those of y'all who were mad at Steve, Eugene actually admits that he did not give Steve the price, that he didn't tell him about it. There's a little conversation that the men had, and he said, oh, maybe something happened where you didn't get it. And Steve was like, no, you didn't give it to me. If you would have gave it to me or we would have talked about it, I would have known, but you didn't give it to me. Then you hear Cecil say, I don't know who's right or who's wrong because he's trying to play it neutral. But he said, we need to have better communication next time because we really shouldn't be fighting over something this stupid, right? But either way, Eugene and Steve went at it to the point of where Steve calls Eugene one of the women. Do you want to be one of the women? Because what the fuck's up? You know what I'm saying? He said, don't be sucking your teeth or pursing your lips at me, which was wild. Eugene, still went toe to toe with him because he has to protect Toya. But there was just a better way to handle this. I just felt like it was stupid. Either way, by the time it's all said and done, Curtis ends up, leaning over to Steve and saying something like, don't waste your breath on him, man. He ain't going to change his mind, which was also a little tacky. You know what I'm saying? It just left everybody feeling real uncomfortable. And I hate that the men are fighting like this because they don't even get paid. They don't get paid to have this level of interaction. They shouldn't have this type of hate for each other. They're the ones you want to be okay. And it's so crazy. They had the perfect recipe every season. The women are going to always get back together. So it does not matter what we say, how we get ourselves involved. All we're going to do is make things worse. So let's not even try. Absolutely correct. I'm not mad at Steve, who purchases a full table without seats, not Jackie. Yes, just so y'all know, when someone purchases a table, that means that whoever they invite as their guest should not have to pay. It was so funny when he said, no, that doesn't buy the seat. That only buys the table, which lets you know that he was singling him out. He was definitely singling him out. Never, ever in history do you buy the table, but you pay an additional $150 for the seat. The seat and the table come together. But yes, there was a lot of people that was on Toya's side, and I get it. You don't like Steve, but if you ever had a real judge and jury, you want somebody like me on the jury, okay? Because y'all are gonna put somebody in jail that don't belong. You said Steve was looking for his moment. Probably. Steve was looking for his moment when he said, I'm not paying, just like Toya and Eugene were looking for their moment when they said, when these tall ass motherfuckers show up, when this tall ass ninja shows up, go on ahead and look at the list, act like you don't know who the fuck he is. I don't care if he is mic'd up. Then you find me, okay? Because that's how you play it when you want to knock a person down a peg. If you see a big, light, bright man come in with a chin about down to here, stand about 6'8", don't just pretend like you don't know who he is, okay? Make him stand there for about good 20, 25 minutes so you can come find me. And that's exactly what they did. They made sure they rope-a-dope that motherfucker, okay? Anyway, it's unfortunate, but I'm looking forward to them coming back next season. Exactly. Exactly. You said a fake Elton John. um, but didn't have the money to afford tickets. He could afford the tickets. Y'all know he could afford the tickets. He just didn't like Toya's delivery. Let's not pretend that this entire thing was about, y'all remember, because y'all were yelling at me talking about, well, they were trying to teach her a lesson. There's a point where Jackie has a one-on-one with Toya, a couple, but she says to her, girl, let me help you. We need to bring other people in to help. Toya didn't want the help. She did not want to have the conversations with anybody. She was like, well, let's do it this way and let's do it this way. And then at some point, she even admits to Jackie, what I thought this was wrong. What my idea of it was wrong. Not only did she say it to Jackie, she said it in an interview. I get it now. I had a different impression. I thought this was Jackie's event and this is what she was doing. So Toya does admit that she up, but she's not a team player. She likes to do things her way, and that's cool. There's a lot of people that can't work in teams like that, especially creative types. And I do think that Toya is a creative. I think that she has a vision. She likes to see things a certain way. And when people come in and say, well, girl, we don't need it like this, she's like, no, if you can't help me do it the way I want to do it, then I don't want your help. I do that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I do that sometimes. And it is what it is. I can execute something that I see. And then as I have learned that this is how I want you to help me. That's easier. Mimi was excluded from the plans. Exactly. She sure was. And she said last year, I was a part of everything. So Toya doesn't like Mimi. And when Simone brought Toya back that conversation, is Toya safe? She was like, well, fuck, if I'm not safe, I'm not talking to you about nothing. Because that's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know why she didn't give her the barcode. Maybe sometimes, production will say, let them get it from Toya, or don't say anything. This is Toya's event. I'm not for sure. But I do know that a group email went out to everybody except Steve and Mimi on purpose, even though everybody, including Mimi, was sending Toya messages during that last 24 to 48 hours, and she still didn't do right by him. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kevin. Toya did a great job. She also used to have other doctors. If she would have had other doctors, more money would have been gathered. Mm-hmm. Mimi was not in the plans last year. I thought she said that she was there or she was a part of something. I could be wrong, but thank you for correcting that. Yeah, Steve said he was going to buy art. That was his contribution, but it is what it is. All right, so now let's talk about Quad and King and the breakup, baby, because King is not at the reunion this year. And anyway, Andy Cohen says, I know King isn't here. I know that you guys broke up, and he's asking her questions about the breakup. Quad admits that they broke up sometime in the last quarter of last year. So I guess in December sometime is when she said it. And she also said that she loved him to pieces. Things didn't work out, but it is what it is. She said, basically, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm going to get back on the course. Okay. I think she said some shit. Now, I did listen to an interview that she did a little earlier, but she basically says, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. And a bitch like me gets what she wants every single time. Okay. I don't find love once in life. I find love multiple times if that's what it takes. I'm not going to wish that kind of darkness over myself. This is Quad. Okay. Quad thinks very highly of herself. And if you are a man who can't think of Quad, don't think of Quad as highly as she thinks of her, you can't be with her. Okay. So that's one thing. And we all know that Toya and Eugene has befriended King so that they can ask all the dirty questions about Quad, and they can use it against her next year for the next show. Because we all know what this is, right? Come on, let's not play. Eugene and King have absolutely nothing in common. We watched the show. We know that those two have nothing in common. they're not even on the same brainwave. Not at all. Okay. Quad did not want King at the reunion. The fake relationship might have been exposed. Interesting. We're going to see if it was fake. The interview with Quad and Heavenly was amazing. I absolutely enjoyed it. They gave all kinds of damn tea. But I'll say this, Quad is basically asked by all the people across the aisle, which was Toya, Simone, and Contessa, bitch, why would you have a baby with a man that you're not married to, had no intention of marrying, there's no ring on your finger, he didn't want to live with you, told you he didn't want to live with you. Why would you do that? This is what the three who have begged people to stay out of their business is asking, and they don't have any problem asking it, okay? Don't talk about me and my husband. Don't give me no bad news, but they don't have any problem asking this question. Anyway, Quad said, she answered it. She didn't give him a whole bunch of BS, to the point of where Simone even said, oh, so you were looking for a sperm donor, which, by the way, that is insulting, Simone. And you know that as an OBGYN, you know that calling that man a sperm donor was a problem. But Quad said, listen, me and this man, we fell in love. This is something that we both decided to do, have a baby out of wedlock. I didn't put a gun to his head. I didn't threaten him with anything, with a car, a house, a mouse, whatever you want to call it. I didn't do nothing. He showed up with me. We went to Ghana to start this IVF process. He paid for the first one. I paid for the second and the third one. Okay. Y'all remember on the show, he was acting like he was dropping money left and right. I got to pay for the tickets to get down there. I guess I got to find some more money somewhere, right? So this time she said, well, he paid for the first one. I paid for the second and the third one. And she was trying desperately not to say anything bad. But when Andy Cohen said, well, baby, word on the street is that you faked this entire storyline in order to come on this season, she got Andy Cohen together so quick. She said, you can cut it out with this fake storyline bullshit. Okay. And I think he actually blamed it on he blamed it on Heavenly. And Heavenly said, I didn't say that. I did not say that. She was sitting there with her eyes that big. But anyway, she said, I was going through IVF treatment for real, in real life, and I would never fake some shit like that, right? And she's talking about all the stuff you have to go through. And Andy Cohen was like, yeah, I would never say that anyone faked a storyline when it includes IVF. Absolutely. Anybody who does IVF, I don't think they're crazy at all. You know I don't think you're crazy. Like, Andy was trying so hard. I don't know what energy, I saw it on TV, but whatever energy Andy Cohen felt, the way that motherfucker moonwalked that whole entire conversation backward should be studied. It was funny to me. You said that NDAs expire soon. Let me tell you something. Y'all know that King has threatened, I think, Heavenly, because that was a part of the interview question. King threatened Heavenly because she said something like he was just looking for fame or some shit. She said that, and it got to the internet. And he said, don't make me tell what I know about you, or something like that. Anyway, we'll see. Because like I said, he was looking to embarrass Quad even further at that in that last scene they had together, where they just came back from the vacation. And he said something like, do you think what you did to me in Ghana was cool? And she was like, what are you doing? Right? She's like completely shook. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about, baby. And he was like, no, seriously, do you think it's cool? And then finally she was just like, we're going to cut this scene, because she didn't want to do it. What's up, everybody? Come on in. But people are saying that relationship is fake. She's saying it was not. Let's see. We will see. They were going to Ghana and stuff together. I don't know if you're going to be buying tickets to Ghana. We can go right on over to Florida, child, and fake out this relationship. We don't have to go to Ghana. Anyway, what else happened? Brandy and Contessa. I'm hoping that Brandy just had a slow season. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people got to take a minute to get into the groove of things. That could be the situation for her, because I do think that she's a very smart person and I think she has a lot to offer. And we didn't get to see a lot of her family this season, but I would like to see, a different family on the show. But her and Contessa get into it, child, about absolutely nothing. Y'all remember Contessa dogged the hell out of Brandy at her birthday dinner and said, are we supposed to thank this man for chicken wings? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Why is she, hey, my husband's on the phone and that kind of thing? Actually, that was one of Contessa's better moments. I actually really liked Contessa. I really like Contessa. I see Miss Stormy. Miss Stormy Love is in the house. Hey, girl. Miss Stormy is another one of my members, child. They make me feel special, so I like making y'all feel special. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see you here supporting. But yeah, Contessa had her big win at that damn birthday party, which again was one of the best moments of the season for Contessa. That and the party where she's dancing. And I think I went to her IG page and saw that she had who is it? MG 8 Ball and some other ones. Yeah. Anyway, you're on the fence about Contessa. Quad the fraud 100. Anyway, Brandy said when she saw that shit on TV, she called Contessa immediately and got her together. She said, all the shit you were saying under your breath down there at the end of the table, girl, don't ever speak like that over my husband. I don't play about mine. I don't play. And everybody on the stage said, none of us play about our husbands, girl. So pipe the fuck down, okay? She's the only person who really gave you anything to do on this show this season. You said Brandy didn't bring nothing. No, not a thing. Anyway, that's why I was saying you lucky Contessa gave you that little bit of something, girl, because you were a bore. Anyway, Contessa basically suns Brandy the whole time. Brandy thought she was getting her big one off. Girl, child, please. Whatever she was doing. And every time she said it, Contessa would stop and go, can I finish? Can I finish? You done? Let me know when you're done. I was like, Contessa, if you don't stop, everybody knew exactly what Contessa was doing and they were all cracking up. Girl, don't let anybody play with you like this, okay? Anyway, she thought she was giving something. She was giving nothing. She was giving nothing. So Contessa won again. All right, now let's talk about Miss Angel, child. Miss Angel came out there and sat on the couch looking like a beauty queen, okay? Anyway, Angel is asked about how did you go from being in the movies to being, a nurse? And Angel said, listen, baby, I've been in the movies since I was a kid. I've always been on the big screen or a video. Okay, I've worked with some of the greats like Justin Timberlake and the like. I have to say, I was very entertained by Angel. Anyway, she said, I'm at the end of the day, when, I realized that I am all beauty, I wanted to make sure people knew that I was brains too. So I went and got my nursing degree, and that's one of many degrees that I hold. Okay, so that's what she says on the stage to everybody. And everybody was like, clock it. Okay, yes, please clock it. Don't make any mistakes about it. You said Angel was boring. Angel was boring for the reunion or for the season. I think both of them were new, and you got to catch your rhythm on these kind of shows, especially with a cast that know each other for real, hang out with each other for real, party with each other for real. They just got to get in the fold a little better. Anyway, she gets on the stage and she just lets everybody know that she don't play. They asked her about taking lidocaine, child, in order to do a BJ. Who knows? She makes some jokes about it. Does not matter. Nobody cared. Anyway, Quad ends up asking Toya, what's really going on? Why did you ask that man? I think his name is Jeffrey. Why did you ask that man about how this girl is in bed? Why would you ask him how Angel is in bed? And Toya said, I asked him a lot of questions. How much money does he make? Does he have any stock, child? What type of house he live in? How much does it cost? Is it paid off? I asked him all kinds of personal questions. That just happened to have been the one that made the cut. Okay, so I'm not sure why you're upset about that. Anyway, after she says that, she makes a comment that Angel mistook as her saying she wanted a threesome. I don't even know what she said, but Angel, for some reason, thought she asked, do you want a Bernard? Thank you, girl. Thank you. I didn't know it was Jeffrey or Bernard. Thank you for correcting me, child. Anyway, after it was all said and done, for some reason, Angel thought that Toya said that she wanted a threesome or to join them. And she laughs like, no, we don't do that over there, over here. And then Quad is like, did you ask for a threesome? Toya says, that's a lie. I never said that. That's some shit that Heavenly brought up. That's what I mean when I say y'all got to go get Toya. Toya said that on screen that before she met Eugene, she used to have all kinds of boyfriends and girlfriends. She enjoyed herself. She had a good time. Eugene says, Toya, cut it out. Like you do not miss a moment to embarrass people. How do you do this, girl? She's wacky. Okay, you said, but Quad's been going back and forth. Just because you said that doesn't mean you was doing it while you was there. I'm not sure what you're meaning. Yeah, just so you remember, Toya has to get some counseling. Toya got to get some counseling. It's either she's under so much stress that she's forgetting. She forgot that she said she was swimming in the river of Lake Minnetonka, the lady pool. You said that, girl. And even Heavenly goes, bitch, I didn't say that. You said it. And it doesn't come to her that she said it either. She doesn't remember. You said it, Toya. That is so sad. What are you saying? Are y'all trying to say that Quad and Yandy are more than friends? Is that what you're saying? You missed that part about Toya. Toya says it with her own mouth this season. I believe it was this season anyway. She makes the comment that she had many partners before Eugene. And some of them had a third leg and some of them didn't. Some of them had a taco. Okay. She was bragging. Facts. And she said it in front of her husband, who went, girl. Oh, you said that Dr. Heavenly said that Toya and Eugene have done threesomes. She did. On the show? Quad and Yandy are always out of the country together, so it doesn't mean that Quad is doing IVF when she's there. True. But Quad and King, when they were in Ghana together, they filmed themselves being in Ghana together. There's too many people involved in the lie. So hopefully, it's not a lie. Because once you start inviting doctors, even Dr. Jackie, doctors, people in Ghana, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just too easy to reveal. I don't think that Quad even likes. Just because she said she was with a woman before doesn't mean that she ate anything. Sure. I've never been so tickled. Thank you. Okay, let's move on, child. We didn't talk enough about that crazy ass moment. Let's talk about Mimi and Toya. So y'all know Mimi gets questioned about psychoanalyzing everyone and giving Toya grief. You don't believe the Sweet Tea stolen storyline. Do you believe that Sweet Tea came out and actually said with her own mouth that she is not trying to have a baby anymore with Dr. G? And that some people, this just isn't their plight? She came on the show and told everybody with her own mouth, this is what makes me laugh, and told everybody that she got into that man's DMs with a baby emoji, went through one cycle, and then said, no, I'm not doing it. That's wild. Y'all should be more mad at her for fucking lying to that man when he wants a child than y'all are at a woman that's has nothing to do with him. But it's funny all the same. Anyway, Mimi is questioned about psychoanalyzing everyone and giving Toya grief, child. Mimi said that she doesn't know Toya that well, but that Toya is the one who brings the most agitation to the group. And because her profession is a psychiatrist, it is natural for her to be a mediator. I'm not making it up. I watched the live when she said I'm not doing any IVF. We're not doing any of that. And she gave the strong impression that they're not trying to have a baby. She said that she has her nieces and nephews and that's enough for her. Anyway, Quad tells her that you need to take that doctor's hat off when you are in a friend group, because she is friends with a lot of doctors. Everybody on this damn show is a doctor, but she don't get professional advice from Jackie when they are, just regular talking. Jackie don't turn on her damn, GYN hat and start talking about what's going on between my legs. Heavenly don't talk about my damn teeth, and you can slow your roll when it comes to psychoanalyzing everybody, period. Nobody likes it, girl. She only psychoanalyzes Toya. She said Toya has more to offer. Anyway, after that, Mimi says she'll try, baby, but she can't promise. That's just who she is as a person. Okay. She also talked about being the parent of a special needs child and how all of the support from viewers started rolling in. They were very, 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 very grateful for all of the support. She says that she has a very hard life, and what she is showing on the show is not a joke. And it gets even worse than that. And that she prays every day. She prays every day for a good day, because the majority of the days aren't great. Okay. And it requires a village, and her husband is very helpful. And that's the person that she needs the most in this journey. Okay. And after saying all of this, Toya actually says across the aisle that she thinks that Mimi is a fabulous mother. I think that you're a fabulous mother. I also think that you're a fabulous doctor. You're a woman who wears many, many hats, and that she actually admires her, and that she hopes that they get to know each other better. And that was actually really nice to see, because sometimes, y'all know, when the newbie comes on and they start making a big splash, it's real easy to get jealous at, like, well, what are they giving that I'm not giving? And since Toya has been the baby and really like the golden child on the show, at least in my opinion, she has been the golden child. It was really nice to see her say that to Mimi, and Mimi took it. I thought it was a real sweet moment. Even Andy Cohen was like, woo, girl, that was one of the nicest things I've heard you say all night. You know what I'm saying? And she said, I mean it. I mean it. Did Mimi know that she was a part of Heavenly's lie? Which lie is that, girl? Tell me. What lie was that? You said you caught a flat on your way in here. Anyway, after all of that, because, Toya and Mimi bicker a lot about the son. We're getting there. So Heavenly is asked, have you seen your son? Because y'all know Heavenly says she hasn't seen him. And even in the most recent interview, she said it has been over a year that she has seen her son. But Heavenly is sitting there and she bursts into tears. And it was a weird reaction, but she said, I've done everything that I could for my kids. I done put them through private school. I've done everything that I thought I could do for them. But everybody knows that her son was arrested. Everybody should know why he was arrested. He had drove his car toward a police officer who was telling him to stop the car. So it looks like he was about to ram into him. Anyway, he went on the run. And then when his ass got picked up, it was a lot going on. Okay. Shout out to Miss Melissa Burnett, another one of my members. Hey girl, I love to shout y'all out. Okay. Because y'all take care of me. So thank you. Love y'all. I love when y'all come through. Anyway, after she does all that, I know a lot of people was just sitting there trying to figure out, girl, is this real? Is this fake? Because the only person who had a face like, bitch, who cares? Well, it wasn't one, it was two. I did. Let's talk about that in a second. Peaky Cole. There was two. So both Simone and Toya was sitting there like this when Heavenly was talking about that son and tearing up. They was like, bitch, if you don't can cut it the fuck out. Okay. Every thought that was cussing her out in their head, they were doing. They were cussing her out in their head. Not one of them had an ounce of sympathy. Not one. Not one. Anyway, Heavenly ended up saying that her son had a mental health crisis. We can all imagine what that was. Anyway, she said that part. I'm going to mix some things up with what I heard in the interview. She said, I didn't even know who to call. My son ended up taking some medication, and I don't know what medication it was. She told it, but I don't remember. Anyway, it sent him in some sort of state of, I think she said ketosis or like comatose or something like that, where he couldn't move. But anyway, she said she ended up calling Mimi, and Mimi told her to call 998, not 911. There's apparently another emergency number that you call that's specifically for mental health. And she ended up calling that number. He went into a hospital. She said that once he got there, that they weren't allowed to see him because he's 25 or 20, 27 or 28 at the time. So they couldn't see him, not her or her husband. But she said because her husband was Dr. Damon, you know, whatever, and people knew him because of his reputation in the community, they were able to get information to him and also get her son a level of care that would not have been provided to him if he wasn't Damon Jr. Kimes, which I do believe, because that is, I've worked in medical offices for 10 years. That hospital shit, I always say, go in with somebody because you will become a number if you don't. Okay. You'll go in there with a sore throat, come out with a sore ass. Okay. But anyway, 988. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, she said, I'm a medical doctor and I ain't never heard that shit before. I didn't hear about this number, blah, 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 blah. But this is what ended up happening. Anyway, after that, even though her son, this is what she said, should be on another level, a different level of medication. Whatever they gave him the first time didn't work. When he ended up coming out of it, instead of him going into seeing a new doctor and getting whatever this new medication was, she said that he has refused all meds because he is fearful of what happened to him that first go round. So she said now that he's refused all medication, he's in the same space that he was. I'm guessing that he's not better or he's not getting better. But she did say that he keeps in touch with Damon, that he talks to Damon damn near every day, that she has seen him on FaceTime, but she has not physically laid eyes on her son. They've not been in the same room for over a year. So you have to take it the way it comes. Was the son treated at the hospital while they was checking out the cop that he ran over? He did not run over the cop. He did not run over the cop. He charged, but the car did not hit the cop. Doesn't matter because they charge you the same, okay? Whether you hit them or not, it's going to be like you put a bullet in them. So their thing is, at this point, they are saying that their son has a mental health crisis, that he probably should be on medication and he is not. And I'm guessing that they're saying that that could have been part of the reason why he is in the situation he's in. What I will say, as somebody who have, you know, researched a little bit, the fastest way young people who have been normal all their life, you know, born normal, with all of a sudden end up with mental health conditions is taking CBD, Delta 8, and whatever that other shit is that's not regulated, but it's supposed to give you some high. The stuff on the corner store. That is the fastest way people go into the hospital for mental health issues now. And they come out with something, they trigger a problem in their brain. They'll trigger it just by taking that stuff. I would never, ever, 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 okay? It's a lot. The incident happened in 2024. You said K2. Yes. So pretty much all of it. If you Google it, if you Google the stuff, you will see it's the highest rate of hospitalization. And when they get there, they leave with some mental health condition because of it. Meds require commitment and adjustment. Facts. It could take you years to figure out the medication that you need to be okay. And then as you get older, you still might need adjustments because everything changes. That happened to a friend of mine. He took some sort of synthetic stuff and he had a mental health crisis. He's okay now, but it was tough when he was going through it. I know. So I do feel bad because it's not necessarily, I mean, it could be true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to call her a liar. That's her son. Putting that out there is just as dangerous as not saying it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if people are concerned about it, Google that shit. It's awful. It's awful. Happened to a neighbor of mine, not the same sense. And people get mad about weed. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke that shit either, but whatever used to be back in the day is not what it is right now. What people do now changes brain chemistry to a degree that you don't come back from it sometimes. And that ain't not worth it. Not worth it. Anyway, after that, because she does say I called my good friend Mimi and she helped me through it. And I think Simone says some shit like, you need your good friend Mimi for you. Okay, not for your son. Ask your good friend Mimi to help you with what you got going on emotionally, bitch, because you are an absolute crazy person. And it's over the counter. It's yeah, you can just go into the store and buy it if it's legal in your community. It's the CBD store. Like they sell different kinds and different degrees of whatever. I don't know all of it, but I don't trust the people that started the Just Say No campaign. I talked to y'all about that in the video I did with Destiny Lovemere Tunstall the other day. The people who started the Just Say No campaign are actually the people who dropped the worst drugs in our community. Same guy. Same guy. Anyway, after that, Andy asked her, why didn't your husband tell you that your son had gotten locked up? And she said, hell, Damon doesn't tell me everything. Okay. Y'all up here asking me all kinds of crazy ass questions. In marriages, your husband don't tell you everything, just like me, the wife, don't tell him everything. You tell your partner what you think they can handle. When you know they can't handle it, you may not tell them that. Maybe you'll just take care of it. I love my husband. He's been there for me. He continues to be there for me. I don't know why you're making this a big deal, right? And then she says something like, I forgot exactly what she said, but whatever she said, Simone took it in offense, okay? She said something like, I have the best husband. My husband loves me, something like that. For whatever reason, that was a whack at Simone. Simone took that shit personally. And she ended up saying, bitch, at least my husband married me because he wanted to marry me and not because I got pregnant. And Heavenly just squints her eyes and went, She might have said the burn or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, she says that. And I just want to remind Simone, just like Toya, Simone, you forgot the season where you told us that first time, or maybe the second time or the third time, that you wanted to divorce Cecil. And you told us a story about how on your wedding day, Cecil was nowhere to be found. That your daddy or your sister or somebody in your family had to hunt that man down and bring his ass to the church. Don't hate me because I remember this shit. I don't know why, child. I don't. But you said it. So in this moment when you're trying to make Cecil bigger than Damon, it was like watching Pac-Man just come by and chop your ass up. Girl, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. You already told us that, it was a long road with you and Cecil, and he barely made it to the church. And I think when he made it there, he went in half sober. Anyway, whatever. If it was a lie, you shouldn't be telling those stories like that, because it puts that man in a horrible light. It does. You said that was a clapback from when they was arguing at the Scrubs event. Right. Okay. So anyway, y'all know they was yelling and screaming at each other at that damn Scrubs event. Anyway, Simone and Jackie, let's just get down to the end of it. Take the poll at the top of the chat. After Simone and Heavenly gets into it, Andy Cohen says, girl, child, Jesus, I'm hoping that you and Jackie can fix this. Y'all know Andy Cohen really loves him some Jackie. And he really likes Jackie and Simone together because surround sound Simone is best with Jackie. I don't know if people agree with this or not, but they got to be a yin and yang with these two, okay? There got to be a yin and yang. And Simone just starts screaming the second she's asked a question, okay? So people look for Jackie to calm her down, and she admits to it. But he says, listen, every time there's a fucking problem with you and Jackie, it seems like Heavenly is at the helm of it. She is the reason the two of you always break down, right? And she said, yeah, that's true. And Dr. Heavenly said, I don't want to be a wedge in their relationship. I don't want to have anything to do with whatever they got going on. All right. All right. And within seconds of her saying that, Simone is like I had to turn my TV down because I was like, well, what is she yelling at specifically? But Simone said that there is not a reality. There is not a reality on this planet where she could ever be cool with Jackie again. Okay. And then she said that Jackie, after saying that, she says, Jackie used to be my go-to person. She used to be the person who brought me down to earth because I will flip out any time of day or night. I can call Jackie and she is the one to bring me back home. Jackie says that's true. And then you hear Heavenly say, same for me. We both use Jackie for the exact same reason. Remember this, because this is exactly what this shit is about. Jealousy. Simone says, I love that about Jackie, but if Jackie can't stand up for me, if Jackie allows that one to lie on me, then this relationship is done. I can't do it. Right? Only she's screaming. She's screaming. And Andy got that damn earplug in. Apparently, Simone gave him a set of earplugs and he put that motherfucking, he put it in before the show even started. He said, thank you. Okay. And pushed it in tight. And thank God. But then they talk about what happened the day that Heavenly grabbed her arm or however the shit happened. Because who cares at this point? But Simone admits, she said, I was clocked in. Okay, I was doing my job. I was going after whoever came for me. I went after Heavenly. I went after Angel. I don't know who else she was cussing out at the party and made it seem like there was more than just those two. I don't remember it now. But she said, I was screaming and Jackie had already pulled her off to the side and told her to calm down, and she wouldn't. And she said the reason why she didn't is because she was clocked in. I'm clocked in. I'm going to do it. Okay. So after that, Jackie has a one-on-one with her in Florida, which we all saw. We all saw the arm grab. We saw Heavenly put her arm around her neck and she said, get your fucking hands off of me. Cool. She should have said it. Who cares? My problem, I'm just going to tell y'all how I feel. My problem with Simone right now is Simone is making up a story to make herself right. She's doing exactly what Toya's doing, right? Simone says, if I was at the hospital, okay, if I was at the hospital and this shit happened, this would be a problem with my license. It'll be a problem with the medical board. It'll be a problem with the this and that. Simone, you didn't start this show yesterday. This is your 12th season going into season 13. You have been a part of the original cast, acting a fucking fool every single season. There has been so many crazy stuff that happened on this show. It is odd to me that you would make up some bullshit in order to make Jackie wrong. You are wrong, in my opinion. Yes, you know that Jackie is in the middle of both of you. You are screaming about your fucking license, and then we got somebody who's running for office. All she said was, I didn't see it. You need her to sit there and basically beat up Heavenly or make you right. When the truth of the matter is, both of you raggedy bitches was wrong. Can we just say both of y'all were wrong? You shouldn't have been screaming like a damn hyena like you do every season. And not once have you ever came back on this show and said that your license was questioned because you cussed out your son, your husband, because you threatened to whoop Toya's ass. Did you forget threatening to whoop Toya the season she accused you of flirting with Eugene? And you almost broke her neck inside of a restaurant and then went out into the parking lot and told your husband, if he ever put your ass in a situation like that again, don't ever do it, because he was trying to get y'all to be cool. You have threatened so many people on this show, and never once have the words come out of your mouth, your license was threatened. Why this time? I don't like people like that. I've always liked Dr. Simone, but I feel like this is such bullshit. I do. I don't like when people do that. Stop making someone else responsible for your bad ass behavior. Your problem is Jackie is doing for Heavenly what you are used to her doing for you, but you only want her to do it for you, and that's it, because you don't like Heavenly. And then you have your little mouthpiece on the side there, Toya's not even in the shit, and she's sitting there, yeah, and yeah. Girl, shut up. Didn't you just ask everybody else to stay the hell out of your business? Why are you in their friendship? Why are you in their business? Toya and Heavenly are exactly the same. Toya can't stand Jackie, and Jackie don't make you responsible for the shit that Toya says about her. She's never once told you to pick a side, ever. And Toya and Heavenly are mirror images of each other. How they act. I don't care. I know people are pissed off about that little comment. It is what it is. I've been saying this since the beginning of this season. Y'all better keep your eye on Toya, because that bitch is crazy. I like her, but they're the same, okay? The fact that she is asking a woman that she says she calls day and night, any time of day and night, and she's always been there for her. Jackie don't do the same for you. You're mad because you want her to put Heavenly on ice after saying at the beginning of the season that you were cool with Jackie and Heavenly being friends. And Heavenly has only revealed what you've already said out of your own mouth. She's never told another story outside of what you already told. Girl, I just disagree with this one. You what? Well, tell me what you disagree with, girl, because I didn't see. So Jackie and Heavenly are the same. No, I don't know if Jackie and Heavenly are the same. I know Toya, who is Simone's good friend, they do the same thing, except Toya right now is in a very weak place. Toya is in a weaker place because she's really having marital problems. She wanted Jackie to tell the truth. Jackie shouldn't have to say, this person did this. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, Simone is lying. Simone act like the medical board was knocking at her door, like her license was being threatened. She made up a bullshit scenario to make herself right when she's never said that in the 12 years she's been on this show, acting a plumb fool. Jackie has always normalized Simone. Always. And Simone admits to it in this scene. I don't give a shit what's happened to me at what time of day or night. I've always called Jackie, and Jackie has always talked me off the ledge. She does it on the show and she does it in real life. Why would you make that lady? Why would you make her choose unless you were basically saying you needed to? I want you to fuck up your relationship with Heavenly too. She's doing for you exactly what she's doing for Heavenly. She did the same for both. I think that Dr. Jackie is more supportive. Dr. Heavenly is more supportive of Dr. Jackie. I agree. I agree. You said she went to HR and production and to Bravo. I said that that's what I thought she did. That's what I said. I said that she didn't want to go on the trip. And I said that was more of what she was probably talking about, because there's no way in hell she could make this about a medical license. That license would have been snatched already, baby. She admitted to that, but Diana, Bravo's HR was knocking at her door. No, so if you remember, I had talked about this a couple of episodes ago. I said that Heavenly refused to go on the trip and had told her producers that she was unhinged. That is true. And I said then, I hope this is what Simone is talking about, and I hope she's not making this up as a story. But even if that was the case, y'all, there's actual video footage of the entire thing. And we both know that both of them were over the top and both of them were ridiculous. Putting your arm around someone and someone taking your arm and moving it, who cares? That's not going to get anyone arrested. That was some childish ass behavior, and no producer threatened to take that woman's job for it. She was fussing and cussing, and even in that seat with the people that she loved or who think she's the bomb, when she was like screaming and cussing, I don't want, fuck you in your relationship. She's saying that from the seat on the reunion stage. And everybody, even Brandy's like, oh my God, Simone is over the top. And that's not a problem. I like Simone. I don't think that's it's not a problem for me. Let me say that. Simone cussing, fussing, yelling. I have an auntie just like Simone. I love her. She reminds me of her, a lot of her. Smart woman, but don't piss her off. And Simone has the same type of energy. I just don't like that Simone flipped it. And I don't like that Heavenly flipped it. But don't flip it on Jackie. Keep it with Heavenly, because both of y'all are flipping the bullshit for the same reason. To play a victim. Get yourselves together. It was an investigation. There was no investigation. There was no investigation. Anyway, she basically tells Jackie that she is not going to F with her anymore. Today is the last day. If you can't stand up for me on Watch What Happens Live, then we can never be friends again. Cool. Cool. You are making these demands of Cecil. Girl, if you can't tell Cecil to stand up for you or whatever the case may be with them kids, don't be putting it on Jackie's back because you're not getting what you want at home. And that's really all it is. You're making your personal BS Jackie's stuff, and it's not Jackie's stuff. And Jackie doesn't complain about her friendship with you. She's never done it a day on this show or off. You've done it plenty of times with her. And sometimes you just got to stop being selfish and take a good look at who you are. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's get the vote. Who's the clown? Who's the crown, child? We gonna see. I asked y'all whose side were you on, Simone or Jackie's. If you could not figure it out, I am on Jackie's side. Okay, but I'm gonna put this up, and if you guys are taking the vote, if you're watching the replay and you're taking the vote, you can put it in the chat. I like to show the screen, okay? So anyway, when I asked whose side are you on, 78% of y'all said that you are on Jackie. Hold on, child. Let me make sure I got that right. 78% of y'all said that you were on Simone's side. 78% of y'all thought that Simone was right to give Jackie an ultimatum and throw away her friendship, 30 years of friendship, because she wouldn't pick a side after creating a fake scenario. Okay, cool. And then 22% of you are on Jackie's side. So Simone wears the crown, Jackie wears the clown. If Jackie is kicked off the show, Simone will be right behind her, child, because nobody's going to listen to Simone and all that damn screaming. You need somebody. You need somebody who's going to balance you out. Let's see. Jackie is a friend to no one. Andy Cohen asked a question regarding the footage. No, Susie, she said that she was her friend. She actually said that that woman was more of a friend to her than her husband is a husband to her or a friend to her. At 2 a.m, she calls Jackie. At 4 a.m, she calls Jackie, and Jackie answers the phone. Her problem is that at 2 a.m, Heavenly calls and Jackie answers the phone for her too. That's jealousy. That's the type of shit that when you're a kid, your mama will be like, girl, she can be friends with both of y'all. Okay, she doesn't want to get in the middle of their bullshit. And then they'll be kissing and hugging on each other 2 days later, and both of them will be mad at her. No. Baby, she didn't need it. She didn't need it. That's what people seem to forget. Saying, okay, she literally says to you, I don't think you would hurt anybody, hit anybody. It doesn't mean anything. I simply don't want to be in the middle of your bullshit. That's what she says on Watch What Happens Live. When I get in the middle of the two of them, I become a problem for both of them. So I don't want to say anything about it at all. Don't ask me any questions. And that's fine. You don't like Heavenly. Cool. But she doesn't have to not like Heavenly because you do. When Toya is calling Jackie all kinds of names, because how many times did Toya call Jackie out of her name this season? Did Jackie ask Simone once to check Toya? No. She said, okay, who cares? She takes a lot of shit from all of those people. And nobody cares. Nobody gives it back to her because everybody needs her to say, oh, Heavenly, you loudmouth bitch. I hope your son never talks to you again. That's not her heart. That's not where she is. And she doesn't say it. And I don't blame her. But if you put me in a spot where you're giving me an ultimatum, then let's forget this friendship. She doesn't have to speak up. That's the problem. She's friends with both of them. She doesn't have to speak up. And what she's asking her to do, it's just going to get worse because she doesn't like Heavenly. Her problem was with Heavenly. It wasn't with Jackie. I mean, if Heavenly really hit her or if she really hit Heavenly, that's one thing. But we're talking about somebody moving their arm and someone being delusional about it. Girl, you're delusional. Jackie said to her, I had the same conversation with you in Florida. I had the same conversation with Heavenly. I didn't single you out. I didn't make you the fall guy. I didn't do any of those things. And even though She wants Jackie to know who she is. She's saying, I don't know who you are to Jackie, even though Jackie has helped her out of many of situations, season after season, for 30 plus years before this show was even on the air. What she's asking is childish. I agree, but it's okay. Anyway, the majority of you are on Simone's side, child, and that's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. If you have a family, and you know, Jackie and I would think that Jackie and Simone are like sisters. I think that Jackie and Heavenly are like sisters, just different sisters, just a different set of sisters. But if you have sister relationships, you know, sometimes it can just get a little too tense, and sometimes I don't want to be brought in that stuff. Sometimes you just need to back out of it. To be friends with Simone, be prepared to never disagree with her. Simone has been yelling and screaming since season 1, episode 1, and she's never lost her privileges. The fact that she said that, I was like, girl, what are you talking about? 78% of you agreed with Simone that she should end her 30-year friendship with a woman who has been more of a friend to her than her husband has been a friend to her. So right now, Cecil's about to get his ass chewed up and spit out because she don't have nobody to talk to. Poor Cecil. Good luck. Remember, Jackie said at one of the reunions that she'll leave the show if it breaks up her friendship. Do y'all think this is what Simone wants? Simone can't be on the show by herself. Simone needs someone. Toya is a rebel rouser with Simone. If people aren't paying attention, when Simone is upset or if Simone tries to calm down, Toya be like, girl, she puts a battery in Simone's back. Jackie's the one who's like, girl, remember, don't do this, don't do that. She don't have anybody on the show who's like that for her other than Jackie. Jackie actually makes Simone looks amazing. She's the one who makes Simone looks good. Look good. Adults should not allow other adults to fight their own battles. The neutral party should not be penalized for not getting involved. Agree. Anyway, that's it, y'all. I love you. Thank you. If we're going to have a scene snatcher, which I don't have one, I don't have a scene snatcher, but if I had to choose one, I would give it to, I'm going to give it to Toya in her memory, because when that girl said that, Quad's relationship with King was cringy, I was like, girl, didn't you just say you didn't want anybody calling you cringy? But I'm going to give it to, Toya. She's a scene snatcher. And I do hope that Toya finds peace, because I don't think she's in a very peaceful place. Anyway, oops. Thank y'all for coming over, listening to me, hanging out, all the stuff. Thank y'all for all of your side dishes and for your the paper plates and things. Thank you. Oh, did I talk about Contessa? Hold on. No, I did talk about Contessa. I talked about Contessa. Anyway, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Hit the like button, share the video. Also, become a subscriber if you are not already, and make sure you're following me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY. And until the next one, y'all, bye-bye.